And there you have it, guys. I have turned my Saudi Arabia stick flag into Lego. Yep, I have turned my Saudi Arabia stick flag into Lego. And I have my actual Saudi Arabia flag for comparison, of course. So yeah. And basically what I used to make the Saudi Arabia stick flag is I used a 2x6 plate in green, a 1x3. Wait, no. Yeah, no, a 2x3 plate in green. Yeah, that's what it is, a 2x3, not a 2x6. But yeah, I did use a 2x3 green plate and a 1x3 green plate for the green background. Yep, I did use it for the green background. I also used a 1x2 green jumper plate as well. That was so to stick this in the center. Basically, I just made the writing on top using a 1x2 grill piece in white. Then I just used two 1x1 modified white plates with thick rings. That was just so to hold this 1x1 smooth flat tile in white, which I just put on the back. And then I used a white horn piece. And that was just to make the sword. Yep, that was to make the sword on the Saudi Arabia flag. Since the Saudi Arabia flag does have a sword on it. So, yep, it does have a sword on it, as well as some writing on top. I'm not really sure what kind of writing it is. Yeah, I can't tell if it's Arabic writing or something. Yeah, I'm not really sure. And if anyone from Saudi Arabia is watching this video, then please tell me what this writing is, because I have no idea. But yeah, I did use these pieces to make the sword and the writing on top. And I used a 2x3 and a 1x1. And I used some black plates on the bottom as well, or on this side. Yeah, basically I just used a 1x2 black plate and a 2x3 black plate to hold the flag together. And the reason why I use black plates is because, in my opinion, black goes with any color. Yep, black does go with any color in my opinion. And I've said that before, and in some of these videos that I made in the old house. But yeah, those had to be deleted too, along with all the other videos I made in the old house. So basically, I'm just starting up this series again. Yep, I am basically starting up this series again, now that I live in a new house. So yeah. But yeah, I used black plates to hold the flag together. And I used a 1x1 modified plate in white with thick ring. That was just so I could put the flagpole through it, which is represented by this 1x4 black bar. And I used a 1x1 pearl gold cone piece just to go on top. Since these stick flags usually have these, so using a cone in pearl gold is perfect for that. And I think the Saudi Arabia flag turned out really good. Yep, I am pretty happy with how it turned out. It actually wasn't too hard to build. Oh yeah, and I did use a 1x2 green plate for the bottom as well. Yep, I did also use a 1x2 green plate. And this is basically my second time building a Saudi Arabia stick flag, because I did do that sometime back in, I think 2024, when I made like 3 flags of Saudi Arabia. I did make a small Saudi Arabia flag. I don't think it was a stick flag though. I did use some kind of plate for the flagpole, but it was definitely this size. So yeah, it was definitely this size. And when I made the Saudi Arabia small flag before, I didn't use these pieces for the sword and writing. For the writing, I basically just used a 1x2 grill plate and a 1x1 smooth flat tile in white, because they don't make grill pieces as 1x1s. So it did have to be a flat tile. And I made the sword using a 1x1 rounded stud in white, which honestly I just think is really stupid. Yeah, I think it's really stupid that I made the writing and the sword that way. I don't know why I did it like that. It didn't look good at all. Maybe it was due to a lack of pieces or something. because I didn't have these pieces before, as well as that horn piece. Maybe I did have that horn piece before when I made 3 flags of Saudi Arabia, but I didn't have these 1x1 modified plates with thick rings in white. So I couldn't really use those at the time, because I didn't even have them. And I didn't even get these pieces until like last year or something. Or was it sometime this year? Yeah, it was actually sometime this year. I think it was like back in January or February this year that I got these pieces. But yeah, that doesn't really matter anymore. Ever since I got these pieces, I was able to make some new writing and a sword and an improved sword for this Saudi Arabia stick flag. And now I've built this Saudi Arabia flag again. Oh yeah, I also did get some 1x2 jumper plates in green as well. Yeah, I did end up getting those. I actually did get them from a set. Yeah, I did actually get them from a set. I don't remember what set it was, but it did give me these pieces. So yeah, but they were really good to have because I knew that I could use them for something, like this Saudi Arabia stick flag, for example. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. And it's here to stay, because even though I did build 3 flags of Saudi Arabia before, I did take them apart. Yeah, I did take them apart at some point, because I need to scrap them for parts. And even the small Saudi Arabia flag had to go. But now I've built the small Saudi Arabia flag again, and this time it's here to stay. And I think it looks really good next to my actual Saudi Arabia stick flag. They do look pretty identical, and almost the same. Even though that the green on this Saudi Arabia stick flag is not exactly the same shade as the green on this Lego version here, I still think it looks pretty good. And this was the green I had available. That would be good enough. So I did have to use it. I mean, it is better than using bright green or light green, to be honest. So I think this green works well for the Saudi Arabia stick flag. And this Saudi Arabia stick flag doesn't really stay straight. Yeah, I'm using my finger to keep it from curling up. That's because when I first got this Saudi Arabia stick flag, it wouldn't really stay straight, and it just kept curling up. And I tried so many times to straighten it out, even with the book, but it wasn't really working at all. So I eventually just had to leave it like this, and except that every time I roll it out, it just curls up. But it's still a nice Saudi Arabia stick flag to have, and I'm honestly happy that I have it. And plus, this did come from the Flagstore website, which don't even make some of their flags stay straight, which is really stupid and dumb. But yeah, even though they don't make some of their flags stay straight, it's always nice getting flags from the Flagstore website regardless. After all, some of my 50 US state flags don't even stay straight, and they didn't even come from the Flagstore website. No, they didn't. I had to get them from another website. I think I got them on Amazon or something. Yeah, I think I got them on Amazon. But yeah, anyways, this is my Lego Saudi Arabia stick flag. And my actual Saudi Arabia stick flag. So, actual Lego version. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And this is basically the first episode of this little series of mine called Turning My Country Stick Flags into Lego. Yep, it is a little series of mine that I want to start back up now that I live in a new house. And I'll basically be doing more of these episodes pretty soon. So yeah. Because I did say in my first video that I would be doing videos like these. So now that I've got 3 flag collection videos out of the way, and 3 Minecraft Plush series episodes out of the way, I can finally start doing one of these videos now. And the first one is turning my Saudi Arabia stick flag into Lego. So, yeah. Well, I think that's about it for this video. So, yeah. There's not really much to say about this flag, other than the fact that well, it's the flag of Saudi Arabia turned into Lego. So, I hope you enjoyed this video of me turning my Saudi Arabia stick flag into Lego. And if you enjoyed this video of me turning my Saudi Arabia stick flag into Lego, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And yep, that's about it for this video of me turning my Saudi Arabia stick flag into Lego. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week on Tuesday with another one of these videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye everyone. See you next week on Tuesday.